This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 145, The Surprising Myth About Investing in Real Estate, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast that brings you the best content in personal finance 5 days a week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Dan Warren.
Greetings to all of you financially minded listeners. This is Optimal Finance Daily, of course, where I read to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet. And today's post comes to you from one of our regular authors, Ramit Sethi, and this is actually one of his most popular posts. It has well over 200 comments on it on his website, so it's definitely worth the read, or should I say listen, today. And if you like listening instead of reading, you might want to check out our two brother podcasts, Optimal Living Daily and Optimal Health Daily. They're very similar shows to this one in that the hosts read blogs to you, so if you like this show, you'll love those as well. And you can search for them, subscribe, and you'll get to hear a lot more amazing content read to you for free. And with that, let's hear the post as we optimize your life. The Surprising Myth About Investing in Real Estate, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. One of my most popular concepts is invisible scripts, or the guiding beliefs we have that are so deeply embedded they're often invisible. For example, everyone should get a college degree. I don't have any money, so I can't go to college. Marry someone you love. If you rent, you're throwing money away. Online courses are scams. Here's an overview of the invisible scripts concept, which many of my readers told me changed their lives more than anything else I've written. One of our invisible scripts is almost overwhelmingly powerful, causing people to make life-altering decisions for reasons they often cannot even grasp. It is, buying a house is the next step. You see, you go to college, get a good job, buy a car, meet a nice guy or girl, and then buy a house, right? Interestingly, at least 30% of the "I have a horrible financial problem" emails I get are directly related to people's mortgages. And if you've read my book, you know that in Chapter 9, I'm critical of people buying real estate because it's a good investment or because they're throwing money away on rent, both of which are rarely true. I also cover some of the numbers in the buying a house section of my site. It turns out that Americans hate to hear this. In a recent article by James Altucher, one of the best writers anywhere, he writes about why entrepreneurs should not buy a house. What I really liked was how he dug into the psychology of owning a house. Predictably, the commenters hate him. How often do we do something or want something without considering why we really want it? For example, if I were to say, "Why do you want to buy a house?" and you replied, "I'm tired of throwing money away on rent," I would reply, "How exactly are you doing that? Can you show me the numbers?" If you cannot do that, you are not ready to make the biggest purchase of your life, jackasses. If you say leverage, and I point out that leverage works both ways, you need to have an answer for that before you drop several $100,000. Finally, if you say, "for the tax benefits," then I would like to invite you to join a community college class on financial math so that you can understand how the tax benefit really works. Guys, I don't think I'm asking too much. If you're about to make the biggest purchase of your lives, you need to understand the basic concepts of real estate. In fact, I hold you to a higher standard. You need to be at least intermediate, if not expert, for this expenditure that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. So while others, especially parents, might urge you to buy a house, rates are so low right now, I hold you to a higher standard. I insist you do more than take catchphrases like, "I hate paying my landlord's rent every month," and truly understand how real estate works. For example, if you pay $2,000 a month for a mortgage, how much TCO, or total cost of ownership, will you actually pay? Would it surprise you to learn that you'll pay 50% more than your monthly mortgage in additional costs? Most people would be shocked. But they take their shock out in the form of denial, not further digging. And 3 years from now, they're saddled with a purchase that they feel cheated about because they never took the time to learn how it works. I'm not saying real estate is a bad purchase for everyone, but the vast majority of buyers do not understand how the math works on the biggest purchase of their lives. Real estate might be right for you. It might not. But do not make the largest decision of your life because it's something you should do. You just listened to the post titled The Surprising Myth About Investing in Real Estate by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And by the way, Ramit has a video in the post too, responding to an emailer, so you can check that out as well. And once again, if you like the premise of this show, if you love listening to these blog posts being read to you each and every weekday, be sure to subscribe to our other podcasts, which, as I mentioned at the top of the program, are Optimal Living Daily and Optimal Health Daily. And they are very similar to this show in terms of format, and they cover even more topics from popular bloggers. And in today's edition of Optimal Health Daily, Dr. Neil answers your health-related questions in a special Q&A episode, so that is definitely worth checking out. And that wraps up another successful week of Optimal Finance Daily. Thank you all so much for listening, as always, and I'll see you after the weekend, where your optimal life awaits.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.